Star Showdown. Rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas AM Aggies. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Lone Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They try to pop a run on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the running back. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Owens. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pulls it in, it's McCutcheon. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moran. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Handoff to the lone back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the middle. Makes a grab past the marker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. You take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls it in. It's Norman. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle. It's Dennis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Looking for space. It's Warren. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Owens. Caught over the the middle. It's Simon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Simon. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the stats.
Makes the grab. It's Simon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To throw, it's Owens. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game.
Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Using his legs, it's Warren. At the 35, he's open. It's a running room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
2nd down coming up. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll try the run. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that's why he is an All-American Cal caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas AM.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Bringing the heat. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Owens. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Just keeps swinging it. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
All right, defense. It ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Immediately fires to the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Motion from the wideout. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He unleashes a long one. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going. Way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the ground, it's Cuber. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
It's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll toss it. Runs through the tackle. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the ready? Come on, set.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Fires to the tight end. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Spreads out 4 receivers. Trips right. A single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Working that left side. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
From the gun, running back on the move.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies. You're not going to
keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by just 2 over Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline.
He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up.
I always love to look at the effort on special teams. A lot of times, punt returners are going in for a touchdown, and what happens, somebody comes out of nowhere, takes it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and he lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like,
throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
and he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Texas, 49. Texas, 21.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Finds his man down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Got his man quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. A lot of urgency for this offense. Defense might bring the house here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Owens. He wants it all. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to ball his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Aggies will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Wants to throw again. Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And he throws another interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. And now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook them right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Texas.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming.
Ready? In blue.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the run, it's Warren. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Grabbed over the middle, it's McCutcheon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. If there's time to pad the stats. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.
The week
has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.